Hey, so The Night Before stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, and Anthony Mackie, plus a few others. Now, this is a movie about three friends that do a Christmas tradition, which is getting together and just doing Christmas things, but romantic style, I'll say. Due to the fact that one of the guys' parents had passed away. But now, with the three guys, one of them is still kind of in Peter Pan syndrome, and the other two are like moving on and maturing in their lives. And sorry you just lost me, but just hear me out. uh, um, but yeah, so they're having like the three guys are having like their last hoorah for Christmas, and shenanigans ensue once like basically weed and drugs are involved. Plus, a couple other things like a missing phone. But anyway, I'm a fan of the movie 50-50 that also had Seth Rogen and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I thought that was really funny, so I was looking forward to this movie, and I didn't even so much as watch the ads, because the trailers always ruin the jokes for comedy movies, in my opinion, but I was still excited for it nonetheless. And finally, seeing it today, it definitely didn't disappoint me. I thought it actually was funny. I thought it'd be a little crazier in tone, and with like all the adventurous like misadventures that happen. But it's actually like somewhat like, now I don't want to say it's downplayed or really subtle, because it's not, but like either I'm just really used to sort of kind of druggy like unsober people humor. If I know that sounds bad, but yeah, basically when in movies when people are out all night and getting into shit and one character is drunk or really high and they just can't process themselves. This movie definitely has that, but the thing I like about it is, despite that it's not like a balls out crazy like comedy, I like that it has, in my opinion, surprisingly, the right amount of raunch and heart. And for a comedy, it has decent character depth, and more that like I think a movie like this deserves or would require. But in watching this movie, I'm a fan of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's one of my favorite actors, and Seth Rogen is one of my favorite comic actors. And Anthony Mackie is really cool. I like to see his star just continue to rise. But watching this movie, like as it went along, I understood why Joseph Gordon-Levitt like would agree to do this. Like script-wise, I think the script is really decent. And not like clever, but again, it has some heart. Actually, has some decent messages, and it is funny to me. Like some of these gags can be like kind of considered cliche or like a little bland at this point. But again, it's still it was able to, like Seth Rogen and Evan and and Jonathan Levine, they're able to put their spin to some of these jokes in the movie, and again actually get some good decent messages out there. But I also really liked the cameos in the movie, and especially even for like I don't want to spoil them, but you definitely see this movie for like 2 or 3 really good cameos / appearances. And I would say this is like a little less foul version of The Hangover and A Very Hailed and Kumar Christmas. Has a little more heart than those movies, again in my opinion. But yeah, I would say if you're a fan of 50-50, or if you like any of the three leads in this movie, then see it. And it's actually, I would say, another like holiday movie. I like that it's not like a mindless little comedy, and it's not a very heavy like dramatic holiday movie either. So it actually almost finds its little ground in the middle, but still of course mainly being a comedy for the forefront. So yeah. I definitely would watch this like every year for Christmas, along with a couple other unconventional Christmas movies like Die Hard and Go, maybe even Dorm Days. But anyway, yeah, I would give this a 9.5 out of 10. I definitely wouldn't mind seeing this again, especially since the fact that my birthday is coming up.